Hey, this is Ben Ingram, and you're about to go riding with the Braves. See who else is joining us today. How's life been for you, man? You seem like you're as busy as ever.
Oh, yeah, busy. I always stay busy. Even during the season, people are like, what do you got going on? So I always had, scheduled, the one day off that you had, I was out surfing or, I had like this, 8 things planned. But, when you're playing in the major leagues, you don't get too many off days. And when you do, it's like you make, one off day is like 5 off days.
Yeah,
so
you got to cram it all into one day.
I mean, there's been so many great trips. I can remember going back, and Smoltzy had his little black book of golf.
Yeah.
I had like all my black book of like all the best fishing trips and the hunting trips and the
anything outdoors.
Anything outdoors, ski. I remember first time that Barry Bonds ever went skeet shooting, and we went out and went to my farm down in Macon and shot skeet, and other times guys are calling me, went trout fishing on the Chattahoochee River.
Yeah. So you were the connection, basically.
Yeah, and to this day, Gary LeVox with Rascal Flats, he calls me. They go up to my ranch in California, and anytime they want something to do with outdoors, they call me and say, "Hey, call Klesko. He'll set you up somewhere."
Yeah, you're a grandfather.
Yes,
that's crazy to me.
Yes.
But how much fun are they going to have?
Oh,
Granddaddy can teach them how to surf, how to hit, how to fish, how to hunt. I mean, name it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. My stepdaughters are older, and they're married to great guys, and my son was an uncle when he was like 8. It stays fun. It stays exciting all the time. The one thing I do miss with the COVID was going back to spring training every year with the Braves and working with the major league hitters and the minor league hitters. And
it's funny to hear you say that, because even after your playing days, guys still get the itch come February.
Yeah,
like you want to be around it.
That's right.
And you get down there to Florida, and even if you're not playing, it's still just to be around it and see the guys again after winter and get going again. I know you'll be looking forward to getting back down there and doing some more of that once we get to next year.
To talk to the guys and see, so what is the thing you missed the most about not playing?
Mm-hmm.
It's really not the playing so much, because we got a lot of company. It's hanging out with the guys and talking baseball and stuff around guys that you play around. That kind of feels that lull.
Yeah.
And seeing the guys, and Greg McMichael does such a great job with our alumni that we get to see each other more than not. We've got a great, strong alumni system, so we get to see each other. Some organizations, they don't really have a strong alumni organization. So
tell me if I'm right or wrong on this. I feel like maybe the biggest reason that it is so strong is you guys didn't just play with each other. You guys won together.
Yeah, exactly. And and part of it, definitely you're right on that part of it. Part of it is there wasn't a lot of breakup of teams. Like nowadays, guys are free agents, and it still happens.
Right.
They kept the core guys.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're part of that core guys, and then of course you're accepted in Atlanta, you're part of that community, and you got to give credit to the fans and the people that make you feel like you're part of your family. And I think that's part of the reason you move here too also.
Obviously, like you mentioned, you can fish, hunt, golf anytime you want to down here. You mentioned California. How often do you get on a surfboard?
I was on one yesterday.
Were you really?
Yeah.
You got the life, man.
Yeah, I was on one yesterday. I was pushing the kids. I did catch one wave. I was pushing my son and all his teammates on the waves, teaching them how to surf yesterday. I mean, I could honestly take you out there.
Yeah.
And I've taught a little funny
I've
thing.
never surfed in my life.
So I've taught a lot of people. Goldberg, the wrestler, Bill Goldberg.
You got him on a surfboard?
Yes.
How'd he do?
It took him a while because he's a big guy.
He's huge.
I had like 11-foot board out there, and I'm pushing Bill Goldberg on a surfboard. It took us all day. My arms are getting sore. I mean, try pushing, 275, and they're, And then his wife, of course, jumped up the first time. He went to take a break. He was done in 2 or 3 hours. He hadn't done it yet. I said, "Watch this." Boom! I pushed her. She jumped up, and he's like, "You got to be kidding me!" I hear him yelling at the beach.
The cool thing about that is like you are embracing phases of life. You think about, I bet there's some guys when their career ends, it's like, now what? And for you, I mean, I don't think you had to wonder about that too long. It seemed like you had lots of things you wanted to accomplish.
Yeah, I always did. I was always on the go. Like I said, on my off days, everybody's like, "What's Rhino doing today?" I had it in my contract in San Diego where I was allowed to surf during the season.
Really?
So I would get out in the morning and surf an hour before the games. It would clear my mind, get me loose. I'd get in the water for an hour.
Would you find that going to the field that night, you felt so much better than normal?
I get up in the morning and have my coffee and go get in the water, just catch a handful of waves, clear my mind. when we were with the Braves, it was, we go, me, Marquise Chris from Swansea, and then I used to go fishing together, and we bring in crappie and cook them for the guys before the games.
Bring them to the clubhouse?
Yeah, bring
That's awesome.
Yeah, I cleaned fish in the clubhouse several times. Cooked wild turkey in the clubhouse several times, and just live life. It's a long season.
It is.
And we got along good. And I think that's part of the reason the Braves won.
Yeah.
It's because it was more like a family.
Right.
And people always ask me, well, how come the Yankees don't win? Or how come, why didn't this team win? They've got all the best players on the team, but I still think there's got to be some bonding and some team unity for a team to really play at its best. I can tell you one thing.
All right.
Bobby and John were excellent with looking at players, watching players, and being around them enough to see if they fit into the Braves family.
Wow.
It doesn't matter how good you were. If you didn't fit into that Braves family, you didn't click, you were gone.
So it's not just managing a team, you're managing personalities.
Yeah. We won a lot. We played hard together. We had a lot of fun together. I think that's what's part of winning. If you don't have that team chemistry,
right,
you could put the all-star to every position. Of that team chemistry, I truly believe, don't think you're going to win. You might go to the playoffs. I don't think you'll win at all.
Yeah. I bet still to this day you get goosebumps thinking about just the atmosphere of what that's like playing in the World Series and winning the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. And I truly believe that we had a good chance last year, and, they got a great team, and they're getting there. It takes it all. It takes a lot to be the best team in baseball. There's a lot of talented players and team out there.
Right.
But that feeling to me, that was my second full year. I got called up 92 for a month, 93 for a couple months. 94, my first full year, rookie year, was a strike year, which we ended in August.
Mm-hmm.
And then 95, we won it all.
Yeah.
And, for me,
you didn't know anything else.
Yeah, no.
Winning.
No. But for me, it was great just because, I was a big difference. A lot of people, that baseball players, it's your dad. Well, it was my mom. My dad worked full-time in the oil fields in Long Beach, California. Got hurt in a work-related accident. My mom caught my bullpens. She built a mound in the backyard. She worked 2 jobs. She took me to pitching and hitting lessons. She bumps and bruises, she made sure I threw my pitches, did everything. And then that third home run I had in the World Series, she was sitting in right field in Cleveland. That ball hit her hand.
No way.
Yes, it did. And she got the ball in the house. She didn't catch. Guy knocked her over when she caught it, but she caught the ball. But I think overall for me, that sticks with me as my great memories to be able to, as much hard work as she helped me get to the major leagues, to hit a ball in the World Series that hit her in her hand.
That is so cool. Well, I'll tell you what's really cool is you get to share some of these memories with us, man. So thanks so much for the ride along today.
Thank you, man. Good seeing you again. Yes, sir. Thank you.